Well, let me tell you something, Avi. You have accomplished something that is absolutely amazing. Your show should be in every school. They should listen because you bring good values. Take it from me. What you are doing is educating. It's the world is a better world, is a better place thanks to you.
You make each of us feel like we're more than we know how to even.
Wow. Oh, my dear, what did my dear?
You got doors opening to topics, ideas, passions that you can't even imagine. So get ready to blast off.
Coming to you live from right outside the Green Room Theater, where in just a few moments the curtain's going up on the 250th consecutive episode of the TKN Green Room. And what a night it's shaping up to be. No surprise there. The energy out here is just wild. People have been lining up for hours. Everyone's ready for what promises to be another unforgettable show, hosted by 23-year screenwriting veteran Avi Klein. And you can really feel... Oh, hang on. Just getting word. We're actually good to head inside now.
The greatest wealth is when you can share it with someone. You can share your victories. You can share your failure. You can express your deepest feelings. But the greatest wealth is to be able to say that I have a friend. And I feel an unbelievable level of wealth. And a lot of that is because I have somebody like you.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, folks, welcome to episode 250 of The Green Room, part of TKN. And man, that was a surprise to me. Avi popped that intro. I don't somebody got to see it. It wasn't me. And that was a flippin' awesome way to kick this night off. And this night is, man, it's about the journey and it's about the people. And, you know, it's about you guys too. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Power Store Inc. This is amazing. Absolutely, brother. It really, really is amazing. But I don't want to sit here and hog the spotlight. It's a very proud moment for me to get to be the first one to pop on screen for this. Don't get me wrong. But this is about Ensemble. It's about all the other people that make this thing go. We'll know. I'm going to talk a minute about the man at the wheel, though. It's Mr. Avi Klein. Well known now. Used to be, wasn't. He was a guy that just kind of stayed in the quiet corner and did the work and, you know, handed in the papers and, you know, let other people take the bows. And he doesn't ask for that. But with what he does, it's just a consequence of doing that. And I said in my Facebook post earlier that this guy has steered this train on a hidden track for going on 5 years to get to where we are tonight. There was nobody with a lantern leading the way. There were no guide marks. He has navigated this, taken us through storm after storm. And this is stuff you guys there typically don't see because it happens behind the scenes, but things get rocky sometimes, especially over a 5-year course. And if you think about that, 250 consecutive, non-repetitive, nothing repeated, nothing rehashed. There have been times that, yeah, the fall was right there and flip in front of this thing. But through health issues, personal issues, I mean, stuff that would put other people down for weeks, Avi is the epitome of the show must go on. And he has always made that happen. And I myself, and I think everybody backstage that's about to come on here is going to say, you know, we admire the man and we fully support him because we wouldn't be here without him. And this wouldn't be here without you guys watching right now. So I would love to bring on some more of the crew, maybe bring in the lovely Giselle.
Hello, Kelly. I have been really, really pumped about this episode for at least a month. I think we even started looking ahead to it last year when we were all together for our 200th episode. And I am so happy to be here with everyone tonight, with you. Hey, Allison. Hey, Lester. Hey, Julio. Good to see everybody. Hey, Eric. I'm so glad to all of the engine members who have joined us. Hey, Julio, and have been on this journey. Welcome, Lindsay. With us, you have dictated so much of where we're going and what we're doing. Big ol' howdy to you, Lester. Thank you, Power Store. Allison. Love seeing the love here as well, not just for us, but yes, as Kelly was saying, Avi has steered the ship. Hello, Killer Purple Giraffes. Great to see you here. Always love having you. Relentlessly for 5 years and has done everything from a horror series known as The Lake to improv to this celebrity grand tournament, which began as a little germ of an idea and grew and grew and grew and blossomed until now in round 2 alone so far, because we're not done with round 2 or 11th hour yet.
Not yet.
We have 151 Hall of Famers from the world of sports, music, and pro wrestling, plus Olympians, plus Oscar, Emmy, Grammy, Tony, Golden Globe, AMA, WGA award winners, and nominees. They're all competing for the prize and the pride of the prize. So are we. Happy 250th episode, Chris. Thank you for being here as well. So glad you're watching. But everyone is competing, and everyone keeps wanting to come back for more. You hear it in each intro every week. You hear it from Jacques Rougeau. You hear it from Eddie Johnson. You hear it from Tim Hardaway Sr. You hear it from Mark Henry. You hear it from Kelly Packard. Who am I forgetting, Kelly?
Just, I don't know, what, 148 other folks, kind of, but, you know, we're not forgetting them. It's just, you know, really, you got to say this has to be the most prestigious mental contest on the actual planet. You know, is there stuff out there that's tougher? Yeah, you know, sitting down and you know, Mensa people going head to head over, you know, perpendicular calculus or whatever. Sure.
I have a quiz show for you. It is on the BBC. It is called Only Connect.
Okay, I will have to check that out. That sounds right up my alley. So, but yeah, just the number of people with amazing life experience. I mean, we refer to them as celebrities, but these aren't just, you know, anybody that's had their face on TV or made, you know, $10 million shooting a film. These are people Avi has, in a way, hand selected because of who they are, not exactly what they've done. They're not coming in here resting on their laurels. They're bringing such a depth of knowledge and experience each and every week that they're on that, yeah, it's got to be mind-boggling to think we do this week in and week out and have for, I mean, since episode 100, that was the kickoff for this tournament.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's 150 episodes alone of the tournament. That's whoo. Howard, how does that make you?
Howard. He may have collapsed on the floor after that. I don't know for sure. But
Virtual hug. Oh man, grateful to be here, guys, with you guys. I really quick, not to sidetrack, but this is always an Avi story. I always love sharing that. Again, you guys, the engine's never going to be privy to. So, as you very eloquently stated, Giselle, we had a horror series at some point, and that was a crazy schedule. And there was one particular evening where there were, I think, 3 scenes being filmed. 3 scenes.
At least.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Or one of them might have happened earlier in the day and 3 were happening simultaneously at the same.
Yes. Mind you, the man would flesh out these stories in one particular, this just an obvious, we're grateful that Howard stopped. Are you sure you don't want to hear more? He's going to kick me out. I know he is.
We're going to have karaoke night.
TKN karaoke night. That'd be awesome.
TKN dance off, TKN karaoke night. You got to
What's up? Eagle.
Hey, the Eagle has landed. We see the guy there. Yeah, hi, Eagle.
Hey, Lester. Howard Fraggle special. Hey, Allison. And yeah, so there was these multiple scenes going on, and the man with many hands and octopus hands everywhere was literally directing 3 scenes at the same time via StreamYard. And I mean, put that in your theater textbook, my friends.
Wow.
So yes, always his talent and his passion goes beyond the cosmos. So yeah,
right?
It's true.
Yeah, I think he had 2 on StreamYard, 1 on the phone, something somewhere else. It was. Whew.
Are you talking about Steven? Steven. What do we have here? Okay.
Well, I was intrigued. I don't know what that was. I think that may have been before my time, but you know, maybe I'll learn a few things tonight because you know, this does go back a ways. Like I said, I came on it with episode 100.
That's
Awesome. Yeah.
Awesome videos.
Very awesome videos.
Title.
Well, no, what's awesome is that we have ads on our videos.
Oh.
Steven Seagal can truly play the guitar, but I'm not so sure he knows how to dance.
Lord have mercy.
Come on, Kelly.
You're picking somebody else. Lord have mercy.
I love you, Steven.
This is my favorite dancer in the world. Lord.
I love you, Steven.
Lord have mercy.
I'm not so sure he knows how to dance.
Oh my.
I'm not so sure he knows how to dance. Put your hands together.
This is my favorite dancer in the world.
This should have been in the lake as a torture segment.
Oh my God.
Now who would have?
Oh!
Marty's here. Oh my God, I don't know where that stuff went. Okay. Hi guys, I got my party glasses on. Let me take
I see that. I wanted to go, what big eyes you have.
I think they're dying and I can't really see you guys, so I'm gonna take them off.
The glasses that help you not see.
Yay! 250 in.
Yeah, welcome to the party.
Thanks.
Good evening, everybody.
Oh!
This is your favorite peaceful green roomer, Pete. And tonight, folks, tonight is the 250th episode of the Green Room, and that's huge. That's extremely huge. There's no other show or series that has ran that long. It's you can probably count them on your fingers on how many shows have been on for over 250 episodes. It's been one hell of a ride here on TKN. As you folks know, I've been here. I've been here since the beginning. The Green Room. The Celebrity Tournament of '64. Of course, I was a part of that. You all known me as Pete Sharpie. Just kidding. Pete Sharpie is coming back out. I'm peaceful now. Everything is peaceful. And you've seen me transition. We've so many memories of matches that were so amazing, exciting. The surprises, oh God, the surprises every single Saturday night has what kept me and others at the edge of their seats. The rhymes that Avi brings on every single Saturday. I can only imagine him sitting there in his room thinking of all these rhymes, and not just the rhymes, but the topics, different topics. That's 250 different topics, and it's more than that because there's more than one topic per evening. It's just not that, because we got the black box as well with that tournament going on. There's a lot going on. The blood, sweat, and tear that Avi puts into the production, and what he puts into all of us, the Green Roomers and the luminaries, and how much thought goes into it. And it's been amazing. And if you folks were a part of the 200th episode where we all got together, we all had a fantastic time. That was actually the first time us seeing each other. I haven't seen Avi in many years, and that was the first time seeing everybody else part of the Green Room in person, which was it was awesome. It was a great experience. Tonight, I'm pretty sure it's going to be even more fantastic, more surprises, more fun. It's been fantastic being a part of this. 250 episodes, man. 250 more and beyond. Yeah, 250,000 more episodes. So obviously, you still have it in you. 250,000 more episodes of all the of all the great times we've had on the Green Room. We've all experienced loss as well. We've lost some really good people who were a part of the Green Room, part of TKN, friends of Avi. They will be missed. Of course, Avi, my condolences to your family. We lost your father as well, and I'm pretty sure, absolutely positively sure, that he's extremely proud of you, of what you've been doing and what you've accomplished. And folks, this is the 250th episode. Let's enjoy it. It's going to be fantastic. Let's get it. TKN, Peaceful Pete, together, folks. The commune. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
All right. Hey. It was a peaceful message, Giselle. It really was.
Right.
It was mostly peaceful.
Mostly.
Suppose for the sake of 250, and be rather peaceful tonight. At least enough to get along with Pete and celebrate.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
We are.
Off to the races. Oh my gosh.
You know it. It's on. What does Stevie Ray say? Like a steaming pot of neck bones?
It's on like a pot of neck bones.
Oh, but here is someone who's feeling, speaking of peaceful, here's someone.
Hey guys, 250 baby.
There he is. There he is.
Let's turn this up to 11. Crank it out. Crank it out. 250.
Phil wants to keep that motor running.
Phil, how you feeling tonight?
I'm very excited to be here for this 250th.
Yeah. Well, Phil, I will say your last 3 appearances, not to be compared to your 0 appearances, have been, okay. You know, your 0-3.
Kind of but okay.
You forgot Wednesday, Phil?
Hey, you just be calm, okay, Miranda?
I mean, I got to say, Phil, you know, just your situation, you know, and, you know, any of us could be there, but it reminds me of that cartoon where the guy's, you know, climbing into his own coffin and he's got the lid halfway pulled on, dude. That's where it seems like you're at, brother.
Ooh. Phil, you realize what happens if you don't win your next match against Miranda, right?
Yes, I do. I am not oblivious to what's going on. And I'm not going to gripe. I'm not going to complain. Am I happy? No, come on. I like to win. Being down 3-0, not a good position to be in.
No, it's not.
You can get the smirk off your face now. It's okay. Yeah. It's not over. A very wise American philosopher once said, "It ain't over till it's over." That would have been the great Yogi Berra. And I firmly believe that until the last vote is counted, it's not over.
Mm-hmm.
Do I understand this deficit I'm in? Yes, I do. Does it mean I'm going to just roll over and die? No.
Oh, look at this. Wow. Look at this. See, only a few have done it, Phil.
But it can be done.
It's a bad spot.
Wow.
I didn't say it was a good spot, but it can be done. And I'm not going to give up. It's really as simple as that.
Well, nobody's asking you to give up, dude. It's just
Four teams.
You know,
and those are teams. You have to do this by yourself, Phil.
I know.
To borrow a phrase, the odds are not in your favor.
No, they are not.
Because you have to be perfect from here out. Absolutely flipping perfect.
I understand. You guys are like pointing out the obvious. We don't need that. I know what I have to do. I know the position I'm in.
Okay.
I know what has to happen. So
that begs the question, Phil. Okay.
Yeah.
Begs the question. You said you know what you have to do. Why did you not choose to do that when you were only down by 2?
Oh,
fair question.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. I gave it my best shot. It was a close match. If you look at the total votes, Miranda only won by, I think, 2.
3. But yeah.
So 3. Sure. Okay. And a lot of the matches we have in these tournaments come down to just a couple of votes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, 1 or 2 vote one way or the other. I could have won. I didn't. What do you want me to say?
No, I got you. Hey, you know, King of Black Mountain, I have lost before. I've lost to Howard. I've lost to Miranda. It happens. Don't like it.
No, of course you don't like it. Why would you like it?
Well, exactly. But I mean, dude, you're on the precipice. You would be the first green room player eliminated from this tournament with one more loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's not a prestigious award right there, bro.
No, it's definitely one I do not want.
And if you go back to the clubhouse, are they all going to say, you got beat by a girl?
Hey.
That was,
beat by a girl, you got beat A by a woman and B by a fellow, or more importantly, A by a fellow competitor.
Right.
Well, that's true. That's true. It's a little bit of humor there.
that is what matters.
This is 2025.
You know, gender does not matter in this tournament at all.
No, it certainly doesn't. So, Sally Jesse Raphael scares the hell out of me. Seriously, she's the last person in this tournament I want to be across from.
I would love to talk to Sally Jesse Raphael one-on-one.
She is good. She's got something in her that's really, really strong.
It's your soundtrack if you lose here, Phil.
Go back around. Oh.
Will
the trails be filled with joy? If you lose, here's the soundtrack that we'll hear.
Oh no!
I'm intrigued.
Good idea.
Really? Really? Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds if we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather.
Happy trails to you till we meet again. Some trails are happy ones,
Others are blue.
it's the way you ride the trail that counts. Here's a happy one for you. Happy trails.
Oh no, where did Phil go? Too much. Too much.
And maybe rode off into the sunset.
Mm-mm.
He's got the shade, so he could do it, you know.
He can.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Somebody said that's way before their time. I hear you.
I mean, it's we put that song on, but it's a reality, man.
It is, but you know, I mean,
it's
you know, what's the guy going to do other than his best, you know? And I mean, what if it spun around, Miranda? What if it spun around and he sweeps the next three, and your neck's on the chopping block just as much as his? It could happen.
It could. It really could.
Happen.
You know, I'm not gonna say that Phil, you know, he has his weaknesses for sure, but he did give it his all, and you never know. You really never know. But I'm 3-0 right now, and I know that I come, like I said on Wednesday, I come in and I give 110%, and I'm not gonna stop until I'm at round 3. So
I hear you. Well, it's a hell of a contest. I'll say that.
I'm not slowing down. I'm only getting started.
Okay, well, look, we're teasing Phil, right? That's kind of in good fun. But I will say this: we're privy to the actual score when we're on here, and we watch it as it's going on.
Yeah,
it was pretty close, Miranda. It's not like you won by 9, 10. It was probably 3 or 4 points around that area. I mean, and there were moments where Phil was actually winning, Miranda. So I mean, what do you got to say to that? It was pretty close.
It was close. I mean, see, this is what I think had mentioned on Wednesday too, is that everyone was bugging me for losing, and Phil was totally like arrogant and braggadocious about that, right? About 2 years ago. That was like by one, I'm pretty sure it was 1 point that happened. And I mean, yeah, things get close sometimes and whatnot. Like I said, I did my best at that point too. That was a grueling match 2 years ago. But everyone remembered Phil won, right? Everyone was coming at me about Phil winning. He was coming at me about him winning, never let me down. Never let me let go of that. Never let that down, right? Sure. So at the end of the day, whether it's by 1 point or 10 points, whoever wins is on to round 3. So it's just true. I gotta go harder next time, even harder.
And way more people remember who won and lost than what the score was.
Yes. So I just gotta go harder. Oh, it's
Somebody's looking at Howard Collado.
I'm just gonna breathe this one out.
Are you sure?
Yep. We're having a good time, and that has to come on screen. I don't know why. It's okay. It's all right. We're celebrating 250. Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know that's the only thing that's going to get to you tonight. You're very good at creating these little messes with other people. And that might be the biggest one and the one that gets you the most upset. But you're very good at creating these little, I don't even know what to call them. Ooh.
We were having such a good show, and then this face has to hop on. Don't know why.
I'm still having a good show. Miranda, you still having a good show? Kelly, Phil?
Of course.
We're having a good time. Look at this guy. I mean, he's all smiles. He's putting out happy energy. Right. Howard,
yes.
Remember the breathing techniques, Howard. Remember the breathing techniques.
Let me interject something here real fast. Howard, you're having a real good time at my expense. Turnabout is fair play. Now I'm going to have a little fun at your expense. How about that?
Oh!
The difference is I'm not down 0-3, Phil. Okay? There's a difference.
I wanted to ask Miranda because Miranda, this is your area of expertise. Now, I've delved a little bit into, the human psyche and human, and my kids sometimes do some weird stuff, and I would tell them that's an inappropriate response to that particular stimulus. Is that something you would agree with, and could you expound on that?
Howard being upset, you mean?
Yeah, over just a picture of this guy just smiling and exuding happy.
Well, yeah.
He's here.
Normally, people wouldn't have that response, but with all the background that Howard and Giselle, I'm looking at Giselle and I'm always thinking of Giselle. I love you, Giselle.
Later.
Howard and Jorel, all the history that they've had and how this has been built up, and they've been going back and forth, tormenting each other. Howard I feel like he's kind of traumatized at this point in a way.
Yeah, PTSD from JW.
I feel like I'm not going to diagnose anybody on screen, but I feel like there's some kind of it's a trauma response. You see Jarrell's face, and all of a sudden all these emotions come running to you, and there's some fear there, I think, Howard, because this is a big match that you've got coming up. So I think there's a part of you that's, I don't know, you don't know what's going to go down. You know what I mean? Jarrell's a good competitor too. So there's a little fear there and some PC, I'm not going to say PC, traumatizing. There you go. It's been traumatizing going back and forth.
Okay.
What do you think?
Is he
faced JW yet? They're still waiting on their match.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a big match. So I think there's some apprehension there, and it's going to be a blowout. I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. That's why I said, Howard, just remember your breathing techniques. Because it's going to be rough. Ooh, look at Kelly.
All of Famer.
Oh, that was.
Oh boy.
Okay, I guess what goes around comes around, right? At least I don't have to hear
rookies, I would call them up and coming guys. And speaking of up and comers, Kelly White has got Buff Bagwell in the first round. 5 wonderful rounds, and you draw one of the best of the best, Marcus Buff Bagwell.
Wow.
Does that bring up
some No one is safe tonight, baby.
I'm guessing not. Yeah.
No, it is.
And the back got me a little bit there. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Unhealthy reactions. Kelly, you want to expound on why there's a shortness of breath now, or?
like I said, I'm at the crossroads with this guy, because I'd really considered that green ticket I had that I could give to a celebrity, about handing it off to him to make sure he gets to round 3 where we can square off one more time.
Ooh,
I'd be interested.
But, yeah, but you know, it ended up giving us Stan Hansen's one of my best memories that I've had on
That
this
was
on
a
the show.
fantastic choice. But Kelly, before we get into that, take a little look at what's scrolling down there.
Let's see. Oh, he will not stop till he faces Kelly one more time. Okay, so they spoke to Buff. Okay, now that's interesting. That's interesting, because I think, unlike Howard and JW, me and Buff want exactly the same thing.
Ooh.
And you know, I got to give Buff his credit. You know, he's not a slouch. He is driven. You know, he reached an echelon in the wrestling world that you know, very few ever get to. So I think between my determination and his, I'm thinking this round 3, I'm thinking it's going to happen. But you got to remember, he's got to get past, who is it? BMAC, isn't it? Doesn't he have to get past BMAC? Because they tied up in a no-tie round 2 situation. And they both kind of got that, you know, because of the ferocity of the contest, that nod that they were going to have the showdown.
That's
So
right.
he's got to get past BMAC yet to still get on the same level as me.
Good call.
I'm rooting for the guy. I am rooting for him because, yeah, I want to sit across from him one more time. And I don't care if it's mono, triple threat, quad threat. Don't care.
Buff the Stuff versus Beast of the East.
What do you think of that, Kelly?
I like that. I like that, Miranda. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Thanks, Lester.
Lester said that, but that's a good one.
So, yeah. Can't say it was good seeing him, but yeah, you know, it helped me, you know, kind of refocus for a second there. Now, Howard, let me ask you, are you able to refocus and, you know, approach your match with JW with logic and, you know, not flying off the handle and being emotional, Howard, dude? That's the big thing.
Well,
but keep in mind, you know, I think everybody here knows, because of the mess that Giselle spoke of earlier, I personally don't want you to win.
Oh,
I blew my chance of making sure that didn't happen.
I understand that. Could I just get just a simple one-on-one with Kelly? Maybe I need to re-emphasize to you, Kelly, and to our audience.
Okay.
We all saw a picture of Jarrell right now. Smile, white teeth.
He does have good teeth, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yes, he does. Those white teeth.
Yep.
See, Kelly, we got to go a little more below the surface, okay?
Okay.
If there's anything that we've been taught is that you got to look a little deeper. You guys see just these pearly white teeth and a smile. That is not what is on the surface. What's beyond those white pearly teeth and that smile is a cunning, deceptive, ego-driven individual. And if you let him into this tournament, chaos and disruption is the least of your worries.
Well, Howard, the thing is, he's already in this tournament. That seems to be the problem. And just his mere presence and an offer in which you had everything to lose and nothing to gain, you've roped Avi Klein into putting his neck on the line based on your match before he can even compete. And I've heard it before. You know, oh, it's, you know, whatever it takes to get JW out. Don't you think that's a little bit much on the collateral damage side? I mean, come on, you've had months to reflect. This is supposed to be your best bud, man.
It is, Kelly, but for some reason, call it a joke from the gods. I just tend to operate best in those situations. Now, did I do that consciously or unconsciously? Maybe it was a combination of both. Was I thinking straight or rationally when I said and agreed to that? Probably not, Kelly.
I don't see how you could have been.
But here's the deal. Is he a smart guy? Is he intelligent? Sure. We recently saw him, showcase all of that intelligence with Stevie Ray in our Celebrity Team Challenge. He's been doing great.
Yeah.
But individuals like you, Kelly, like Giselle, like Miranda, like Phil, like me, we put in the reps every Wednesday night and every Saturday night. That is what he has to keep in mind. Okay, so now he's finally showing up on Wednesday nights. Great, awesome. But who's showing up every night? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Yes, he is inside. He is now a competitor in this tournament.
Yeah.
But what you guys don't realize is that you have let in a Trojan horse. And that is what I've been telling you since day one. But no one wants to listen to me. No one wants to understand.
I don't think we have any reason to understand or listen to that. You have a habit of creating these little escalations out of nothing. This isn't the first time.
No.
But it's nothing.
You have a pattern of doing this, Howard. Look, I love you. You're like my brother, but let's be realistic. You have a pattern of taking a little thing, a little nit, and blowing it so out of proportion, it becomes this huge drama. You've done it so many times. Just relax. Take it easy.
Yeah, Phil, I think he has at least 3 of them happening now. JW.
And he's had a few before. Coming back.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm telling you, it's a pattern.
I know. But you know what's more exciting than this pattern thing? We've got round number 2 of the most star-studded tournament of them all.
True.
Nearing its final lap.
Yep.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday night, the tournament continues. It returns with a match, and it will feature 4 heavy hitters. So don't go anywhere, as you will find out who.
There you go.
Next.
Bring it on.
It never stops, guys. That's going to be episode 251. We're marching towards 300.
Yep.
You know, and I got to ask this, Howard, because you look at the screen here. I am the new guy. Even though I've been here going on 3 years, 150 episodes, look at who was on screen. I'm the new guy. So I want to ask you a question because you're one of the OGs. You know, Miranda's an OG. JW, from what I've heard from Avi, what I've heard from him, he is too. Was there a time back in the day you both pulled in the same direction, or has it always been like this?
Look, he likes to think that he came up with some ideas. He conceived some form of this blueprint. Look, maybe he did. Maybe him and Avi had great conversations about the future of where, TKN was going to be, right? But who was here to help build? Who was here to...
That's not answering the question, Howard. You're going back to, who gets credit for what? At one point, before TKN, when it was just the green room, supposedly you guys were on the same team. Did you pull in the same direction, or have you always kind of been at each other? That's my question.
Well, look, I'll say this. There was a time where I truly did respect him.
Okay.
He gave me a run for my money, and I did respect him, and I did have that reference for him. And so there was a moment of, for lack of a better word, peace between me and JW.
Okay.
But
So what happened?
So finally answered the question. Yes.
he just made things personal.
He made them personal?
How?
Well, he wanted to involve my show. He wanted to involve Avi in this. You know, and my show is my canvas. It's my mic. It's how I paint. And he involved it. He put it into the stakes.
He didn't put anything anywhere. He threw the bait out. You're the one that put it there, along with Avi. And I still, to this day, I don't get it. You could have said, no, we'll just have a standard match. And all this trial and tribulation that you and I have had, and that the other green room players have had over your decision would never have come to pass, dude.
Okay, fine. I know what you guys are all getting at. I had a moment where my ego got the best of me.
Right.
Right? I'll buy that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, at some point, we need to take accountability here. Okay.
And besides, your falling out with JW started before that whole issue of setting up the match to involve Avi. You two were going knocking heads for weeks and weeks before that match came up. So what are you talking about? Come on.
And the only thing I noticed as an observer is JW showed up. Okay, long absence, you know, I get it. Hey, you've been here doing the work. He's been off, you know, living on the Riviera, whatever the dude does, and then he comes back in and says, hey, I'd like to play some more. And dude, you know, a little resentment, sure, but my gosh, dude, you took that like he gut shot you.
And how do you know what he has or hasn't been doing in the background or behind the scenes, or what conversations he's had with Avi to help build this in any way, shape, or form? You know as well as I do, there are so many invisible ways and invisible people that get something like this created and done. How can you even be sure he just showed up out of the blue one day to mess with you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I don't know for sure. All right. All I know is that when there's something that I love and it's in front of me and someone threatens to take it away, I don't respond and I don't react well.
See that?
I don't make the best decisions under those circumstances.
What makes you think he was trying to take anything away from you? Dude.
I know. That's what that smile says. That's what that smile is saying.
Wow.
But you guys don't see it, but it's there.
Well, if it's there, why don't we see it, Howard? I mean,
Good
you're
question.
the only one that sees it. I mean,
below the surface.
Nah.
Look, I have been here long enough, and I've seen it time and time again. Individuals come into this environment and shake it up from the core, and then just leave.
The only thing that's been shook up from the core is you.
Yep.
And see, that's the trauma response, is that you've seen this happen before, and you're afraid that this is going to happen again. But if you let that get into your head, this is not going to go well.
But it's different this time, Miranda. Because those guys didn't have the cunning like JW did. Those guys did not have the intelligence and the stealth.
Wow. You're giving
where
has JW ever shown any cunning?
Where has JW showed any cunning?
Yeah. I can agree he's intelligent, otherwise he wouldn't be in the tournament.
Yeah.
Wait, don't you see him just you see him appear here when I'm just going through my own segment, and his stupid little music, okay, and his stupid little face and his stupid little graphic and his stupid little music just pops in, all right, and he knows exactly what he's doing, all right? I don't think it's the man in the back who's doing that, all right? I think it's somehow JW who finds a way to manipulate this broadcast and this stream, and he pushes those buttons and he pushes my buttons, and he knows exactly what he's...
Howard,
take a breath.
He is really living in your head rent free, as they say.
Whoa.
He is getting in there. He's making a room for himself. I mean, this is that.
Phil,
you need to take a breath, dude.
Green room are out of this pretty soon.
Because I'm telling you something, that little episode you just had right there, the thing that pops in my head is you sitting in the corner of a bare room with an I love me jacket dribbling down yourself as you rant about this stuff. Dude, that's not normal.
Howard, there's a third rounder that is dying to face you one-on-one if you end up defeating JW in round 2. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now he's scared. Mm-hmm. I see that. Well, first of all, you have to get past JW, which I'm not sure that's going to happen, and that has its own host of problems anyway. But now you're scared? One look at me and you're terrified? I don't think you want to make it to round 3. I don't think you want to face me. You had so much to say before, and now you have nothing. Doesn't work like that, Collado. Doesn't work like that.
And you're doing it even now.
What?
Giselle, you don't talk with people. You talk at them. There is a little intellectual arrogance.
I talk specifically at you, because that's the only way you understand anything.
Oh, really? Really? Oh, really? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you want Exhibit A? Just go to any of our Wednesday night shows. Watch this woman judge. Oh, the intellectual superiority that she just throws at you. Oh, I know this.
I'm not apologizing for that. Why should I apologize for knowing something? Why? Why should I apologize for having opinions and having a perspective and being able to add something to the conversation? Because that's what we're doing on Wednesday nights as well as Saturdays, isn't it? Having a conversation. That seems to be an art you don't know about. I don't just see that on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I hear that in every single phone call. Every single phone call.
You know what breaks my heart?
No, you never share that. You never really share anything.
I'll share with you.
Please.
The first time I saw you, ladies and gentlemen, this Giselle was giving a monologue. It was a powerful monologue. And she had this like horse whip, bull whip. She was just striking it. And I was watching her. And I was like, who the hell is this girl?
Woman.
Who's this woman?
Thank you.
She's freaking talented. And I got involved with Avi and what we were doing. And he needed players. You were one of the first I thought about. And I called you, and you came in and auditioned, and you kicked ass.
I recall I had one of your monologues. I think I did it better than you did.
And then you jumped in, and we did the Lake series. And we worked together. God, and we were actually excited to work together. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman bared a very cold basement floor for one scene, for one shot, for about an hour and a half. Did not
wet hair.
Wet hair. And she bared it, did not complain even once. And I remember telling Avi that night, bro, Giselle is a freaking warrior. I've dealt with a lot of actresses who probably would have complained the first 15 minutes, but you didn't.
I was running around the park in heels getting some shots. That was pretty fun. That was a fun night. I'm glad you called me. I will be forever grateful that you called me for this, because look where it's wound up. But now I'm a new side of you. A side that I can't fit with the Howard I knew before. kick your butt in round 3 because that side makes everybody's life more difficult. That side has you in trouble with JW now. That side has you in trouble with me. That side might even have you in trouble with Phil right now. That side has you in trouble with Avi.
I never heard that story before, Howard. I'm glad I've heard it. And it was interesting. You like that word too, don't you? Interesting to watch you bring it up. Because your expression went back in time to that moment when you discovered Giselle's talents and brought them to the attention of Avi, who has brought talent to the attention of other people. I was plucked from obscurity in the comments section back around episode 100. It happens. But, dude, you still retained the joy on your face of meeting her and having that discovery and seeing what she could do. So I got to ask, dude, I mean, you know, you're still in the tournament, but you've lost plenty of matches on Wednesday nights. Maybe more than anybody else. I don't know. You've lost your cool. You may be losing your show, but dude, I think you've lost something more important than all that. Do you know what it is?
My soul?
Yourself, man. You have lost yourself. And the downside to that situation is there's nobody that can find you but you. Now, I don't know if that comes as a shock or just a revelation of something you already know. But, you know, Giselle's right. You do consistently, as much as, I mean, I've seen you change over the last 150 weeks. You know, that's not an unusually long time in the nature of things, but I've seen it for myself. But, you know, I think Giselle just kind of, you know, puts the icing on the cake with it as long as she's known you. But somewhere along the line, dude, something's happened. Something's turned you into something that people are shying away from. I think you feel that. So, you know, I guess you have to make the choice. Is this the new Howard? Is Howard 2.0 that's everything's about Howard and in a nutshell, screw everybody else? Or is there still the guy out there that gets excited about someone else's success, someone else's skills and strengths, that can look past himself and maybe make a sacrifice? Because I don't think the Howard now in the same position, if you saw Giselle giving her monologue, you would have walked away and not said a word because you wouldn't want her stealing your shine right now because it's all about Howard. That's how much you've changed. You know, maybe you need some one-on-one time with Miranda.
Yeah, I've been sitting here just listening to all of this, and it's a mess. It's a real mess. You know, the amount of issues that you've gotten yourself into with multiple people. We just saw Kelly speaking to you, Giselle, JW. I mean, have you always had this much conflict with people before? Or is this just something that's been happening recently? I mean, maybe Giselle is right somewhere along the way. This is just like something has changed with you. I mean, I've known you for almost this whole 5 years now, right? I think me and you were probably some of the first people that were on TKN, on the green room. So I've known you for a long time now. And yeah, I did see something change in you myself, to be honest. At first, I felt like you were a very fun-loving person, and there's just something something happened along the way. I just don't know what it is, but I want to help you get to the bottom of it. I hope, because we're friends, you know. And I want to see you not have people like JW take the best of you, you know, because that's what's happening right now, is that he's really taking everything, like Kelly said, your soul, your mind, even deeper than the tournament.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You ever feel like somewhere along the way, something's broken, something's torn inside you, but it's happening because it's, I don't know, giving birth to something else?
I mean, that's a good, I mean, I've definitely felt that way before. I felt broken before. I felt beat down before. I hope for you that it is giving birth to something else, something better, you know, some kind of strength, rebirth, comeback, whatever you want to call it. I sincerely hope so. Is that how you're feeling?
I don't feel like myself these days, Miranda.
Yeah.
I don't. And I can't put my finger on it. And I can't tell you it's this, or I can't tell you it's that.
Yeah. And that's the problem, right? Is that if you don't even know what's going on, I mean, how are you going to navigate the match and other things, other people? You have a bunch of matches coming up. I mean, how do you navigate that if you don't even know yourself? How are you gonna? I mean, it just sounds like it's a real identity like dilemma. It's really eating up at you. It's kind of like the saying, if you can't love yourself, how are you going to love somebody else? If you can't navigate yourself and know yourself, how are you going to navigate this match and other matches? Right?
Miranda. What could I say? You got me down 3-0. But I'm going to be very honest with you.
Okay.
I want to win. Look, there's pride involved, and the pride in the prize and all that, but this means so much to me. On a deep level, it's more than just a tournament to me. This is something I've waited for all my life. I've waited and waited, and this is my chance. This is my chance. I need this. Don't take it personally, but I'm going to come after you. I have to. I have no choice. This is it.
Listen, Phil, thank you for sharing. And I feel bad, but I'm going to have to beat you. Because look into my eyes right now. You just took off your glasses, right? I want to win, Phil. This means a lot to me also.
You have no idea. You have no idea what this means to me. It goes so deep, so far. It's hard to put into words. It's just, this is my soul. This is my soul. I'm putting look in my eyes.
I'm looking at
Look deep. You know, the eyes are the windows to the soul. And right now mine is burning. It's burning. I cannot back down.
And I don't expect you to. I mean, you have to see it from my perspective. I mean, 2 years ago, you won. You had that, Phil. You had that moment. You won. And you don't know how much hell I went through after that. I mean, just that match was grueling. When I say that I had a panic attack, I had the worst. I felt like I was physically and emotionally defeated. Okay. And everybody was saying that I lost. I don't deserve to be here. No, screw that. I deserve to be here. I deserve my moment too. So I'm going to take that moment. And I feel bad, but I understand it means a lot to you, but I can't feel bad. I'm a therapist. I'm naturally empathic, but I can't feel bad in this moment. I have to win. I can't feel bad. That's it.
You really don't understand. This means the world to me. I have something to prove to someone.
To who?
Don't be flippant. Don't be flippant. Somebody very dear to me that I lost. I'm doing this for her, my niece, if you have to know.
Okay.
This goes way back. Years, back to 2004, when I first met Avi on After the Life. And my niece was such a big supporter of me and everything I did. And I lost her. She's gone. God took her from me. How could he do that? I needed her. I needed this to prove to her that I can do it. That I am strong enough to do it. But when I lost her, I lost a big piece of myself. My heart, my soul. There's a hole I can't fill. So winning this will at least be a start to putting it back in for her. I know she's watching and she's pulling for me, but I really needed her to be with me. I really don't know what to do. It's just so cruel that she was taken so young. It's so hard to understand. It makes no sense. How could they take her from me? Why? What point did it make to take her? She was my rock. She was my strength. She was my light, guiding me.
Right.
Now I'm lost. So I have to win this for her to maybe get a glimmer of light back. Even a hint, something. I don't know.
Yeah. Listen, Phil, I am really, really sorry for your loss. And I'm going to put all the other stuff aside. I'm not saying I'm backing down by any means. I'm not. I can't. However, I'm still a person, right? Like I just said, I am an empathic person. I understand where you're coming from, and I'm really, really sorry. And I'm sure she is still proud of you. I'm sure she's with you, and I'm sure she's very proud of you. Okay, so there's no, when you lose, or if you lose, I'm sure that she will still be proud of you, and she's walking with you every step of the way. But thank you for that, though. I understand your side more than I did before, for sure.
It's hard.
Yeah. That's rough.
My heart hurts.
I think we all have our reasons for being here and wanting to win.
Yeah.
That one's tough.
Surprised if many of them are like Phil's.
Right.
And Phil, we're forever sorry for your loss, and we're always here for you.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I've never felt so many emotions at the same time. Like there's like this yearning in me to win. I have one more like match to win, and like I said, I'm not backing down. But that just touched my heart. That touched my heart a lot. That was emotional. Oh man.
I remember that match you lost. It's okay.
I mean, Phil's also a proud guy, though. And if you did back down, it would just tarnish his victory if it went that way. So you can't now. You would be actually hurting him.
Yeah.
So, and you can keep your empath stuff. None for me. That's a hard road to walk, Miranda. I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah. And what kind of a win would it be anyways if I did back down?
Yeah.
Not when you earn, right? You want to earn the win.
Yeah.
You know? So
I think we all want to do our best every single time we're on screen. And as much as we appreciate you sharing your reasons, when we're in competition, it's definitely not personal.
Yeah.
Not personal.
I mean, thank you for that, Phil. I mean that, brother.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. Miranda, I didn't really get to finish the story. I'll just kind of wrap it up. On behalf of my niece, I'm going to kick your ass. Can you?
There you go. There you go.
Nothing is going to stop me.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Phil is back.
I want that good match. I want that fire. Do y'all remember that marathon?
I do.
Oh.
I do that 3-hour
Boy,
marathon.
I remember it.
No.
That thing went on like.
I think I'm
it was
traumatized
epic.
from that, to be honest.
Epic. It was epic.
I was
Wow.
That came down to the wire and the end. Like, that literally came down to the last topic. I think Avi was creating topics on the fly that night because they went through so
I know.
Yeah.
What other second round matches featuring the Green Rumors do we have in store? How about this one?
Oh, there we go.
What
See?
could that be?
God, the suspense.
I'm telling you.
Who could it be? Let's see. Oh,
Yeah, but
Oh,
August,
all right.
the month of the dog days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's an intense one. Oh, that's fierce right there. Pretty much, yeah. Maybe like a long range something. On itself.
And himself.
Yeah. That's gonna be a barn burner right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's his war face out there. Lifts it up.
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be a doozy.
Miranda, you booked that one.
Lakeside, sure. Oh,
Yeah, none of that for me either. But reminded me of two things, though. I think Meaghan is just, I don't think Meaghan can take a bad picture. And Hauser is really a tough little shit. He just really is. I mean, he's a weird little dude. Don't get me wrong. He's the enigma. But the dude is tough as nails, though. I mean, when it jogged my memory for that a little bit.
that is true. And I did book this one when I won the Blind Faith tournament, which was super cool.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for this. I mean, I think that this is going to be, 4 very different people with different perspectives, like all coming together and talking about different topics. I'm really, really interested in seeing how this goes down, what goes down. And Lakeside, I mean, that's
what was that?
Does your opinion of booking this, or does that change any, knowing that this is going to be Lakeside? How do you feel about that, Miranda? I didn't know that was going to happen when you booked it.
I did not know that was going to happen, but if that does happen, I mean, we've got a lot of other things coming our way if this is going to be Lakeside, I feel.
So how do you think that's going to affect this match?
I mean, wow, I'm just thrown for a loop because
a loop, you said, Miranda?
She did say that.
Loop? Why did
I've been thrown for a loop. Yeah.
I feel like I know that word for some reason.
I feel like it's a loop. I feel like I've been thrown for a loop, and I feel I haven't
booked four people in a match.
Yeah. Wow. This is a lot to take in.
Why don't you process that for a second? Kelly, what do you think of this match? We've got Avi and Meaghan and Hauser and Joe.
And it's Lakeside.
Yeah. I mean, guys, that was before my time, and I know a lot of you guys, have put a lot of stock in that lake.
Yeah.
And I got to admit, I've seen some behaviors and some odd things here when it's been on full display. But just because he's booked a nice lakeside hotel to host a major match, I mean, why get all thither about it?
I'm with you, Kelly. I'm with you. Right? It again, Lakeside. Okay, it was a series, horror series. It's still going to be a match. Does it mean that things are going to get dark?
I think they will.
Well, possibly. And what does that mean? What does that really mean? Right? Does it mean that they're going to open up and some demons are going to come out and play and things that we've maybe seen on the screen? But it was all, it's a narrative. It's an amazing narrative that, Avi Klein created. So it's,
you've got these 4 people that, more so than most celebrities, these 4 know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep. Yes. That's a good
And one thing I'll say about all 4 of them, and this includes Hauser, maybe unexpectedly some, but not me. Very, very strong opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Very strong.
Yeah. Let's swim.
I'm
Pete's
definitely ready for this match. We know he's gonna take on anyone, and I really think the only reason he might be out of this tournament is whatever happens with Howard and JW. We went over that earlier. I won't rehash that now, but he's probably seen as one of the front runners to absolutely advance because 3 of them will. So
yeah, that's right.
We're pretty sure Avi's definitely going to advance. But as you go to the topic,
That's
gonna be some fun topics. There's already one in the works.
I mean, I've heard rumors of one, and it may be one of the most heated matches we've ever seen, to be honest.
It's definitely going to be heated.
Let's talk about the other three. What are Hauser's strengths?
Well, I think Kelly, you spoke about he'll continue to come at you.
Yeah, he's resilient, and you can rebut him all day, to be honest. And you might make a point, but you're not going to cow the dude. He's not going to back down because you counterpoint him. And I think that's kind of the way the dude thinks. So he doesn't think like the rest of us here. He's got an extra switch or missing. So I don't know what it is, but he's different.
He is definitely different. There is something going on in that head that I don't think we can fully understand.
He's an enigma, right?
Might play into his strengths.
Well, here's my question too, as well. I mean, he had a rivalry with Joe.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a factor? Is he going to be able to focus? Are there going to be more mind games than we can anticipate? Giselle, I mean, what do you think?
Well, can we say the same thing about Joe? Is he over the fact that they had this long-standing feud? They had their own battle to host the Black Box before the current iteration of it.
Yep.
Right.
Are they over that? Because there have definitely been times where they are not over that and they want to have rematches. I know Hauser has things to say. Joe has things to say. One doesn't think is fair. Are they going to treat this as a rematch? Are they going to try to keep besting each other and get the last word in? And then is that going to ultimately hurt both of them?
I don't know if you guys saw this, but I saw Mr. Risitano, who's not with us tonight, and I wish he could have been, but he popped in the comments during that and said, "Win, Hauser."
Ooh.
So it's still he's still gunning for Hauser. Now, I don't know how he feels about Meaghan and Avi. He better feel some kind of way because they're powerhouses.
Yeah, he's not just in this with Hauser. He only has to defeat one of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
He only has to get enough votes to beat one.
Yeah. Oh!
Hello!
I was just going to say, you competed with Meaghan.
I guess the peaceful one a few times, and y'all want some tough competition? She screens are hard. Meaghan knows everything, right? It's somewhere. She's in a box. No. You're here. And
I'm so glad to see all of your beautiful faces.
Too.
Oh my goodness. It feels like it's been forever and a day.
Yeah.
It does.
How is everybody?
You've got your match coming up, Missy.
I know. Oh my goodness. Oh, I do.
How are you feeling about that?
Yeah. What are we thinking?
I'm excited.
Okay.
Good.
Maybe the tiniest bit trepidatious. I feel like there's no competitor in the world who really knows what it is to compete without feeling that tiny bit of like, all right, before they go on up. Oh, well.
Yeah.
I see down there is Mr. Avi Klein listening in. Perhaps he and I can speak after we're done catching up a little bit here.
Oh,
hello.
Yes.
That's all right.
I mean, Meaghan, you also have a little history with Hauser.
Indeed.
We've gone back and forth. And, again, we've been interpreting this phrase lakeside in many different ways. I mean, what does that phrase mean to you, lakeside?
Yeah, it's your match.
Yeah, lakeside is a very complex phrase, I think, at this point, especially with our history. I mean, some Gina Hauser things that went on were very intense, I would say. And I guess for one to be lakeside in a way, when we cross over into a body of water, when you're standing next to the ocean or when you're standing next to a great, vast body of water, there's kind of like this feeling of standing on the threshold of dimensions or reality. dreams, what is real, what is not real, what's in our mind, what do we make real from our minds. And I feel like everything that has to do with the lake is very enmeshed in that.
Yes.
Surreal, maybe?
Absolutely.
There's an energy that comes from that body of water.
And
you need to be able to take it, deal with it, understand it. And understanding that energy is a very difficult thing. So it's lakeside. We'll see how that plays out. Good to see you, though. It's been a long time.
Hurt your chances in this match.
I think my chances are good. When faced with a body of water, I'd say that generally I float rather than drown. But
shall we swim?
Shall we swim?
Shall we?
Well, the elephant in the room is also you'll be competing against the author.
Indeed.
Lake. Avi Klein.
Well, he is the top echelon, I would say, of competitors and the author of so many of the stories that we have lived, that we have breathed into, that have made us laugh, that have made us cry. So it's definitely, it's going to be explosive no matter what. And hopefully entertaining, edutaining.
I don't doubt that a bit. But, you know, the good thing for all four of you is we've mathematically determined the four-way is the best odds to advance to round 3. 3 out of 4 move on. The only thing you got to do is not actually lose.
Yeah,
that's really it.
Pretty simple, but
round 3 gets a little different because if you're in a 4-way, there only one of you moves on, so the ranks are going to thin really quick.
Absolutely.
So you hit that, but
just gets tougher and tougher the further you go along. Ooh, when we feel, we heal. I agree.
Okay, now he's cracking open fortune cookies out there. Okay.
Well, perhaps the fortune cookie master and I should have some words.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let us stand in your way.
You would never stand in my way. I love you all so much.
Well, you do. It's so nice to see you.
So good to see you all.
Beautiful to see you.
Oh. Bacon. All right, Meaghan. This one's for you. Read it.
And correlation, two separate things. Absolutely. Oof. That's that immediately gets into the big stuff, both microcosms and macrocosms.
We haven't done this in a long time, have we?
It's true. It has been a while.
It's amazing to be in your presence.
Oh, thank you. It is wonderful to be in your presence and everyone in the cast. The energy is always so beautiful.
If I could borrow your paintbrush for one day, they would utter the words Leonardo da Vinci who?
You flatter me too much, sir.
You deserve it. I don't think the art that we painted could have been painted without you.
That is true. I feel like when we're creating art, especially collaboratively, while there may be an author, it still is up to the ensemble to bring the story to life. And without any one person, the story wouldn't be the same.
I agree with you. It's funny because I thought you were the author, and Giselle, and Howard, and Miranda, because even though you can't see me pointing to my noggin, you wrote for me here.
Yeah. We inspire. We kind of, by playing in this forum, we're kind of getting into each other's brains in a good way, not in a creepy way. Sometimes in a creepy way.
Sometimes, but this is refreshing because this is the first time we've been on screen in quite some time without our friend Gina.
That's true. That is true. I wonder where she's gotten off to, or what she's up to.
Has she been around at all in places that you never looked?
I mean, I will admit that I have not looked very hard for her, and she is quite good at finding little nooks and crannies and shadowed places.
What a relief. What a relief. Oh, here I was thinking you would tell me that you're talking to Gina because obviously she's not here.
Right?
She's somewhere a bit more damp.
Mm-hmm.
And even though there was a video that played right now that featured you and me, Hauser, and Joe, Gina was there too. And when people were asking what this match in August is going to look like, if they're going to use the word look, I might have to tell them that they should look no further than a place you and I know as the lake.
Ooh.
I don't
that
want
brings
to
chills.
debate you, Meaghan. I don't want to debate you because I'd lose. I don't want...
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive about that. I don't want to have a war with words with someone I want to always make peace with because you're a friend
Absolutely.
that I value, a sister. And I want to tell you something. If you had the same level of respect for me that Gina did, I don't think I'd have to worry about mid-August 2025. Something tells me, and please, in the few minutes we have here, let's make it a couple. Let's make it 2. In the 2 minutes that we have here, I want to ask you a really serious question because I know you're not going to shortchange me.
Okay.
And you're not going to deceive me because we're friends. When I see you eye to eye, sometime in August, for this match, it won't be like any other match. And our viewers who are watching should know that. It will not be virtual. There will not be debate topics. We're not talking history. We're not talking politics.
Thank goodness.
I don't really know what we're talking about because it came to me in a dream. And when I dreamt our match, I couldn't wake up until I did. And when I finally woke up, there was only one question I had that I was hoping I could ask you, and I think this is the perfect time. Is Gina doubling down on her madness?
I hesitate to give a concrete answer as I have not attempted to plumb the depths to reach her. But I would imagine, knowing her as I do, that spending this time away from everyone, from being able to speak the words that come through her mind, to be isolated in a dark, shadowy place, I can't imagine that she's going to I wouldn't say harbor ill will, but I have a feeling. I have a friend who says one mind thinks in circles. And when one is spinning in the dark, where does that lead? So I think we're going to see an interesting side of Gina whenever she might return. Perhaps she'll come back more wizened, but that wiseness may also come in the form of madness.
Meaghan?
Who best to play the fool?
Is there something about mid-August that you know that I do not?
Well, if I told, that wouldn't be very fun, would it?
No. I guess it wouldn't.
I have a feeling there's going to be a few delightful surprises in store for both of us.
I think so.
I'm excited.
If it's okay to ask one final question, I shall, only if you allow me to.
Of course.
Meaghan, if I perceive that everything changes, is that perception not immutable?
The only constant is change. Bit of a conundrum in and of itself. What we can expect, if all we can expect is something different, something new, something shocking, upsetting, exhilarating. The only time we have is now. Something I'm trying to get better at in my own personal life.
We are the most important projects to work on, after all, are we not?
Absolutely. We are the authors of our stories.
I find tranquility in my heart and peace in my soul when we all paint and tell stories. You and I had a call and we spoke about August. And because we lead with honesty, let me thank you for reminding me that in this tournament, oh so grand, it is quite okay to tell yet another story.
Absolutely. Stories are what make humanity humanity, I believe.
Is there anything, even though they're not in attendance tonight, that you'd like to tell Hauser Odalok or Joe Risitano, who will be joining us in this match?
To Joe, what can I say? Good luck. I am excited to meet your exuberance with my own. To Hauser. Hauser. Well, it would be bad sportsmanship not to say good luck, because at the end of the day, Hauser, I want you to win. Win at what? Perhaps that's for another time. But I know that Hauser has some very great depths to plumb himself. So I will be very excited to see what happens in our August match.
I concur. Meaghan, I promised you we wouldn't talk history, and I mean it. But I will say this. Every horrible day in history has a much happier day before. So why don't you and I, along with Joe and Hauser, go back there and go back then and bring yesterday here in August.
Absolutely.
You, my friend, epitomize what TKN is all about. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, my good friend.
Thank you. You all as well. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
Thank
That
you,
was-
Meaghan.
That was super exciting. That was definitely a surprise of the night.
That was a surprise. I did not see that.
That was a very pleasant surprise, I would say.
Oh yeah.
That's some vintage old school green room right there, man.
Yeah.
I made a comment in the comment section. Those two had some beautiful dances on screen. Watching those two guys go, oh my God! And that's what was bringing these beautiful memories back. And you and Giselle and Avi as well. You guys had some beautiful, back and forth dances.
The finale of the lake was just some of those last few shows were incredible. Probably some of the best storytelling we've all done collectively as a group and myself individually for sure. But after seeing that conversation, do you have any new opinions or ideas about this match in August? Any new thoughts?
It's going to be one. We're not going to want to mess it. Nobody's going to want to mess this one.
Yeah, especially with the mention of Gina.
Yeah, that, man, I feel like my feet are wet after tonight. I'll tell you what.
Right.
Do you don't think she'd come back in and?
I mean, I wasn't there for all that. Like I said, I've seen strange stuff and some weird behaviors, and I've seen Gina and I've seen Kate. I don't know, man. This, sometimes I feel like I've been pulled into a book watching you guys. I'll tell you, it's a little weird.
Is it a book you want to keep reading?
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a page turner. It definitely is. But, seeing Meaghan and, knowing that we're missing Joe, he's not able to be here. Pete could only pop in. Pinocchio's not here tonight. That's us. That's everybody. And it kind of made me think of something. I'm not going to mention names, but I know when I first started, paying attention to this, there were a lot more people involved. The cast was really pretty darn big.
Yeah.
Just as the 250 has been looming, I've kind of been thinking, as a, I hate to use the term analogy because I've recently learned that analogy is not the right word. What they call a parable of the cast where they were and where they are is like a pillar out in the desert with the wind and the heat and the erosion. And, it seems so strong, so perfect the way it initially is, but then through the erosion, you see a piece of soft sandstone break off, sand flecks off and goes away. And I kind of look at our journey with the people that we've had kind of like that. And nothing disparaging to them, but they were the soft stone. And I think at this point, the natural erosion of the forces of nature, with what we do, the wind and the rain and the heat, has broken all the soft stone away. And now the pillar that we all are is actually solid granite. We're not going anywhere. We're going to hold this whole thing up.
You're right.
For the long
You're
haul.
absolutely right. Sure. Many have fallen by the wayside over these last 5 years, and your analogy of a pillar being worn by the forces of nature is true. The weak parts fall away, get discarded, but that core that we have here, that core is solid, unbreakable, unwavering. And for the, four of us on screen here, Avi, of course, Howard, Mr. Sharpie, Joe Risitano, Pinocchio Joe, and so forth and so on, Meaghan. God, it was great to see her. This core, this base, this root structure is unmovable.
Yep.
It's just that's nature. That's nature.
That's the way I just kind of feel about it is, it served its purpose while it was here, but it's gone and we're stronger for it. Oh, Meaghan's saying something.
Kelly, yeah, go ahead and read that.
And Meaghan says, and absolutely agree, Kelly, the foundation remains and only continues to grow stronger and continues to build with every conversation, sharing of the heart and the meeting of the minds. And yeah, that's beautifully said, Meaghan. Thank you. I appreciate
absolutely.
that.
I don't want to face her ever.
No. Well, I think, Avi said he's going to lose to her. And, if he says it, I'm not going to disagree with the man because she is a powerhouse. She just flat out is.
Yeah, I have no doubt she could be one of the top vote getters. But that's such an eclectic.
Yes. Happy 50th TKN Green Room, Avi and crew. Love to you all. I'm still the #1 OG Howard Collado Wiseman. I'm so proud to be here from day one-ish to infinity and beyond.
Aww.
Thank you, guys. It's so nice to see you.
Yeah, we've got a few very long time viewers. Some some we don't see pop up in the comments often, but that does really help us when we're live. So if you are able to throw a few in there, that's super appreciated. Gus has been here for the long haul, from the days of the lake through the celebrity tournament, through the tournament of 64. Pretty much for everything. Will's been here forever. Lester, Randy, Ed, and all of our new faces too, because this is how we grow. It's kind of like that old Girl Scout song, "Make new friends but keep the old."
Yes.
One is silver, the other's gold. We value all of you, the engine, and we can't do it without the ones who have been here from the beginning and the ones who have just joined us this very evening. Trust me, come back next week. The tournament returns next week.
Yeah.
You do not want to miss it.
In a big way.
Tonight we celebrate 250 consecutive live episodes of being on air. Aw, guys, I'm truly grateful to still be here with all of you. Thank you, guys. And Alexander Texador is Pro Howard too.
Pro Howard. Okay. Well, you know.
I also really like how Kelly worded that with the analogy of the stones and the weather wearing it down and the storms that we've been through. And I think that we are a strong core, all of us, for sure.
Yeah, we are.
5 years.
We are.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, tonight is one of the things that speaks to that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've worked for that because we work with each other and work together, and we enjoy that.
Starting to become better than a novella class. That's great.
We want to build that foundation and that core and keep this group together and intact, because we all enjoy being here. We all have our reasons, and we want to see this project succeed. And we all have our individual goals and TKN's goals, and many of them are combining to create this whole new endeavor in the clouds. Kelly, you're good for us. Help me out.
No, endeavor in the clouds. That's good. I like that.
What I'm saying is that even when we reach the sky, we're not going to stop, and we are going to shoot up through that. I don't know if I'm getting the order of these right. The troposphere and the toposphere and the stratosphere.
All the spheres. The spheres.
Past the moon, beyond the stars, out of the galaxy. There is no stopping TKN and what we can do.
We're going to be interstellar.
To infinity and beyond.
Good one.
Phil and Miranda, you guys kind of made me think it was mainly you, Phil, because, you know, you talked about the tournament itself, which, you know, right now, every last one of us is in it in one round or another, in some form or another. Might change soon.
Yeah.
But you actually shelled out right here in front of everybody, in front of us, in front of the engine, in front of Avi, why it means so much to you. And I was thinking maybe we should all take a shot at that particular question. I'll go first unless one of the ladies want to jump in.
Go for it.
All right. Okay. Go deep.
You know, for me, it goes back to, you know, as Miranda would probably say, the traumas of childhood.
Yes.
I was an odd little kid. I was a bit of a nerd. Ears like these do get you some unwanted attention. They just flat out do. And you got to think, I was a child, you know, in the 60s and 70s, and you know, come up, you know, what you might say is the hard way. You know, I got the picking on and the bullying and all that, and you know, the constant, you know, you're never going to be anything like that. And that's, you know, it's part of one of the reasons I got into wrestling. And I'm proud of the career that I had, but by the same token, with my situation, I wasn't able to make the decisions to get to that ultimate goal. You know, where I could say, hey, yeah, I wrestled WWF, or I was a regular on WCW. I didn't get there. And it was through my own choices because of I had a wife and a mortgage when I got into wrestling, and I wasn't willing to sacrifice that. But this tournament has given me the opportunity, without having to risk that is more important to me than anything else, to really reach for the stars. because, you know, okay, the trip to Greece, awesome. Yeah, I'd love to go to Greece. I was just in Cozumel, Mexico, looking at Mayan ruins. Going to Greece and seeing the ruins of Athens and, you know, the Parthenon and all that stuff, that would be, you know, totally awesome. 15 grand or 20 grand, you know, whatever it is today or it's going to be, that goes a little ways. But, and I've talked with Avi, but one person out of all of us and all the celebrities, only one is going to be able to stand on the shoulders of everyone else and say, I am the best. And for me to have that there, to see it, to smell it, it does drive me. It really does, because that would be the golden ring. Speaking of golden rings, look who just
Thank you, Kelly.
Who's here?
Joe.
Joe.
Joe, what's
I think I gotta get off this train almost, because it just doesn't do justice enough to be on here and just see everyone and your smiling faces. And look, it's 2:50. It's 2:50. It's not 2:50 now. In fact, it's 7 o'clock where I am. But at the same time, it's 250 episodes, and I'm sure. And hold on, let me pay my respects to the world. Hello. Here we go, and out we go. But yeah, 250 episodes is pretty impressive too. There's no denying that. But the thing that's more impressive is the fact that when you get people out here who are so impressed by what we're doing, and yet at the same time they're doing it all for free, just like these episodes. Yes, you are getting an exclusive. Joseph is going on the move and out in the world. Yeah, even if the Bluetooth headset doesn't work right now, we're still going to make this all work. So hello, Meaghan. Yes, hello. Hello, everyone, and thank you very much for having me here. You are all doing well. Phil, love to see it. Love to see that big bottle of whatever it is. I can't tell, but you're really cranking it. Good for you. Cranking it is always a good thing. But remember, in private. Anyway, Kelly, you're doing fantastic. I love your beard. I love your mohawk. Giselle, you are looking phenomenal as always. And I'm sure there's a Fred Astaire reference I could make, because I was at an event that posthumously honored the wonderful Nicholas brothers this weekend. Thank you very much to the gala. Anyway, so Giselle, you're doing fantastically, and you have held things together and gotten all the schedules for everyone organized so well. Thank you for all that you do. Miranda, you are phenomenal, and you have been a major asset and one of those amazing people that has been in the behind the scenes and also been a treasure to work with. But you know what? There's someone lurking in the background that I would like to talk with briefly, if I can. I just want to get on one of these benches over here and have a chat with him. I know he's over here. I know he's here. I know he's here. There you are. There. Oh, there you are. So, you know, Hauser, sometimes subtitles just can't do something so terrible, so miserable justice as you. And yet, you do understand our match is coming up in August, right? I want you to know that whatever we do, similarly to Avi Klein has said about his match with Gina, they have their things they're doing. They do. There's other ways that this will be memorable. But the thing I can promise you is this. The reason our portion will be memorable is because it won't be debates. It's not going to be conversations. It's going to be things that are done in person. We are going lakeside. Hear that, Hauser? The train's on its way. August.
Woo!
Okay.
Woo!
That was
Yeah, baby.
That was yeah, I kind of forgot Hauser when I was talking about that. I didn't mean to.
This match in August is there's I don't know if I want to use the word heat, but there's something brewing.
I mean, yeah, to see. I mean, thank you, Joe. That was amazing to see you, first of all.
Yeah.
And
How could it be 250th without Joe?
Of course. And then Hauser pops up. I mean, that was just an intense moment right there. And it said, "Can you drown?" on his hand.
Yeah.
Which all that stuff.
This is getting interesting.
It makes it a lot more powerful because now Joe has to match that energy, and it's when the words just aren't enough. It's what they say in musical theater when a character has to sing or dance, fight, or theater in general, fight. The words fail, and you just devolve to this place where you have to be physical. And it's a little bit of that with him writing on the hand. I don't think it's an intimidation tactic. I think he's really trying to reach Joe in some kind of way. Are they all going to have a topic that's...
Avi talked to Meaghan and basically said it's not going to be a debate.
Yeah, it says Meaghan just said, "Sink or swim, float or drown, let the current take you or harness its power."
It sounds like clues in a dungeon crawl.
Yep.
About that, don't you, Kelly?
True.
Yeah, I'm thinking, all right, who's playing Dungeon Master now, you know?
Gosh.
Is that analogous to the author?
Well, you know, it's a very similar role. It really is. I mean, you know, I typically write a lot of stuff, a lot of dialogue and stuff when I run a game, and you know, authors just kind of do it all on paper. But by the same token, he had all you guys in this production.
He did.
You know,
Yeah.
so-
He was writing at one time 30 opening monologues for
oh, I know it.
several months.
I know.
Yeah, for at least, I think that went on for about 5 months.
Guys, look, I get it, right? We're all pumped up for this like August match. I get it. There's mystery, there's intrigue, there's Lake, there's amazing competitors. But guys, this is our 250th episode. Coño, es una fiesta. Let's yeah.
I have
All right,
no
what about
idea.
the guitar? Play us a song.
Yeah, all right.
TK fam, it's your
Oh.
boy J Dub, and I'm just here to help celebrate the 250 episodes for the new network, the TKN network, and I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very proud to share this moment and celebrate this moment with everybody that made it happen. First and foremost, we got to give it up to Avi, the vision, the dream that started it all. I remember when we were wrestling with anything but, and you were putting together ideas on how to expand and make this thing bigger. And you definitely did that, my friend. Like, you took it to heights that not even yourself probably knew that you could take it to at the time. And I was happy to be able to be here and support it and to help you in any way that I can to make this dream become a reality. And I want to give this moment to thank everybody who also contributed to helping get to this point and helping make this 250 happen. I'm talking about Giselle. I'm talking about Miranda. I'm talking about Kelly. I'm talking about Joe. You know, like, those are the people that helped pave the way and help bring this thing to where it needed to be. And you're going to see me soon, because you're going to see me as I tag team with Stevie Ray, because we're here to take down these suckers to win that tag team tournament. And also when I have my second round matchup with he who will not be named. After I know, we're going to name him Howard the Coward. I hope you're ready. I hope you're prepared, because it doesn't matter if you're prepared or not, because I'm coming to take that spot, and I'm coming to win it all for this TKN celebrity tournament. So for that, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for supporting me. Thank you for supporting Avi and for the TKN crew. And we hope to see you for the 251, the 500, the 1000, the 1500, and beyond. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. So until then, take care, keep it going, and keep it locked right here on the new network.
Jarrell.
Right. Yeah.
Coming in tonight, we've got Meaghan, we've got Joe, we've got Hauser, we've got Pete, we've got JW.
Hail, the gang's all here.
Party time, right, Howard?
Did you see that? That's exactly what I was talking about before, coño. He comes in and he's all sweet. And look, don't get me wrong. All of you guys right here on this screen, you should definitely get your flowers, and the guy in the back. All right, all of you, the Giselle, Kelly, Miranda, Phil, you all have done amazing work, and you should all get your flowers. But really, he specifically excludes me out of that list. And you don't expect that to drive me crazy? When he knows I've been here since day one? Oh, he was in great talks. Oh, sure, great talks with Avi. Oh, awesome. But who showed up? Huh? You guys showed up. I showed up. So you guys don't see that. See, that's exactly what I am talking about. La mierda que yo estoy hablando. Cuando está aquí, está como está feliz y todo eso, como un fucking culebra.
Okay.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Celebrate, and of course he wants to win.
I can't.
What?
You guys at home watching, you just saw that, right? You saw it. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. He specifically excluded my name.
He called you out at some point.
Oh yeah.
He said Howard the Coward.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, he wasn't even going to name you at first, and then he did.
You guys kept on asking me, oh, what's the problem with this guy? He did it right there. That is a jiu-jitsu move. He just pulled mentally, a psychological jiu-jitsu move. He just fucking pulled.
Right. I was
well,
just going to say, it's a psychological warfare. Psychological warfare, Howard.
And he's whooping your ass.
And it's not exactly what I was trying to say.
All right.
It's not going well.
How would you guys feel if someone comes up here and says, hey, I want to congratulate, okay, Kelly, for a good example. I want to congratulate Phil. I want to congratulate Giselle. I want to congratulate Miranda and Avi on all their hard work that they have put, and they just exclude you, Kelly.
Well, there's two schools of thought on that, Howard. There's your school where you blow a bloody gasket, or there's my school, and I think most people's school that, okay, it was an oversight. Guy don't like me. I know what I do. Everybody here that matters knows what I do. So they didn't need to say it.
even if you do like everybody all the time, there could be an oversight.
Yeah.
Not everything is a personal attack.
Oh, it's personal.
Is it okay if I have a conversation with Howard for about 10 seconds, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Please. If you got any sense to talk into him, Avi, pull it out.
Maybe
I
you
want
can.
to let Phil and Giselle and Kelly and Miranda know. I'm going to pull them up here in about 20 seconds. So don't go anywhere, guys. I'm going to bring you back up on screen. I
Okay.
appreciate it. Hey, listen. I don't have any words for you. This is the 250th episode. This is a celebration. I can't disagree with that. I won't disagree with that. So I'm not going to say anything that will help boost your morale, raise your spirits. I don't think I need to do that as I bring Kelly in and Phil, Giselle, and Miranda. I don't think words can do justice, Howard. If you want to feel a bit better, you want to shake things off a little bit, all you have to do, as I even suggested when I spoke with Meaghan, is go back to where it all began.
No one escapes the abyss unless our aquatic god says so.
You wanted to discover that elusive elixir called love.
As my father robbed you of the peace and depth that you were never able to experience in life.
And yet, your instinct was to attack me when all I wanted to do was embrace you, Hauser.
Because you wanted my key! And because it's mine!
What say you, Phil?
Come on, let's do it. Let's throw down. Come on. What are you waiting for? Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Now. Do it. Do it. Now.
In this room, you don't have a life. Were you gonna say life, Miranda? I may not have life, but pretty soon you won't either.
Did someone say dark cellar? The pages of a book once written are going to emerge again. Second chapter will spare the lives of no one.
Because when I go down to the abyss, myself and the lake dwellers are going to settle the score. One chapter at a time. It's going to take a few minutes. I'm going to show you guys, give you a grand tour of where we're going to be streaming live. And guys and gals, there will be 3 subscription tiers as well. We are going to be pre-recording individual episodes. Myself and Rick, myself and Kevin, myself and Jeff, myself and Todd Bridges, Pete Babcock, Tom Sutton, the entire roster. We are going to be taping, pre-recording individual episodes starting in the month of November.
Good morning. 2:55 Eastern Standard Time. And while the rest of you lazy bums are sleeping, the Patriot Del Wilkes is already up and at it, thinking about what he can do the next time he's competing in the green room. What going on? Who wins? Mystery guest? All this crazy stuff. Looking forward to it. See you next time. Good night.
You are a human being that we can all respect and admire because you stand for something and you're consistent and you never waver. And that's all anybody can ask for. So thank you, Del, and happy birthday.
Thank you, Avi. And I value our friendship, and I appreciate you very much. Just your talents and all your hard work and effort, your friendship. I said earlier I couldn't think of a worse birthday gift that I've had. I can think of some of the best, and this is one of them.
He gave us everything, not merely half. He always took care of the riff-raff. Everyone dropped their dimes as they told their friends to tune into good times. He always took care, guys and gals. It didn't matter if you were struggling or wearing suits. We all watched Roots. I welcome to the program, Mr. John Amos.
Man, what an introduction. I hope I can live up to that. And God bless you.
God bless you, my friend. God bless you. You will always live up to that. And by the way, a fellow North Jersey native.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to you, Avi, giving me your thoughts and your input, because as I told you, that piece that you sent me is, I love good writing. And I think
Thank you,
that's
sir.
been the secret of my career. And this is a beautiful piece of writing, as I said. I'm referring to the piece that you wrote me. You're onto something because you're a writer. You're a creative force, and I want to hook up.
Thank you so much for those kind words, guys. As an actor, as a storyteller, it's your responsibility to find said subtext, right, Tom?
For me, even if the writer didn't put it in there, it's there.
Yes.
I can find it. It's strings that part together for me, generally speaking.
You know why I know you're a good friend? Because you're not putting salt on my wound when I just described the fact that it took 50 years for the Knicks to win a champ. 50 years ago is when that happened. And you're still not making fun of my Knicks team. So thank you.
Well, I don't have to.
What a good spin.
What is it?
I could have woke up in pain, or I could have woke up cheery like I am. I don't know.
I'll take it that you had a nice interview. Even if yesterday you had the most glorious day in the world, I'll take it that you enjoyed this.
I've been in my house for 2.5 years. This is the first time I've been out.
I love it. Guys and gals.
This is different. I love it, man, because it got me thinking like I was back in school again. It was like an educational moment. If I didn't play basketball, I would probably be in a game.
And with that, let's bring in Don. Let's bring in Tretch.
You know, I'm from analog era. You know what I mean? Not digital. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like...
Me too.
You know what I mean? We used to touching the people, getting with the people. So you could learn a lot from technology, but a lot of technology is really taking people away from people.
But you showed us your heart and soul, and I appreciate that.
You know, my older brother passed away 2 years ago. The biggest thing I would say from that, you're not able to save everyone. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I really do love what you're doing.
I would go back in the time when Jesus Christ was being crucified. And first of all, I would try to help him in any way possibly that I could. And I would ask him to come with me back to early 2023 to save my son's life.
And I had to learn to cope with the fact of losing a wife, which was pretty devastating.
One night, my dad came upstairs and said, "You're in trouble. You're in trouble, aren't you?" And I said, "Yes." And he brought my mother up, said, "Millie, come up." And They just held me.
Wow. I got to tell you, you guys presented some amazing scenarios, and I.
That's why we're here. We're here because of things like Kansas, the first state that didn't want the slavery, and then there was John Brown, and then when Kansas goes, carry on my wayward son.
They did.
There'll be peace when you are done. Try no more.
Rocky Balboa is a neurosurgeon. Seinfeld is a correctional officer. Or Rambo is a talk show host.
I have to do Rocky.
Rocky's a neurosurgeon. Yeah. This is the one time Mickey shouldn't be in the room with Rocky, right?
Adrian, hand me the scalpel. Hand me the scalpel.
You gotta cut it that way, Rock. Not that way. This way. How about Stanson? Same question for you.
Rambo is the talk show host.
Wouldn't be a lot of talking.
Oh, yeah. Well, he wouldn't make a whole lot of sense.
Hey, Jonas, are you a fan of Rocky? He would say so, yeah.
Rocky, would he pay to see Rocky as a neurosurgeon?
He knows.
Jonas?
See, I told you, I don't know people.
Let's bring Jonas in for a sec. That's okay. Jonas, don't be camera shy. Jonas, would you pay to see Rocky as a neurosurgeon?
Rocky is a neurosurgeon?
Would you pay to see that? Would you pay to see that?
I would if I'm not responsible for any damage.
Why do we wash bath towels? Aren't we clean when we use them?
Positive bacteria that is on your body is transferred to the towel.
I guess I should wash my bath towel then. It's been a while.
Me too. Same here as well. Why do they call a driveway not a driveway should be called a parkway, and a parkway should be called a driveway?
Well,
Woody, I want to live forever. So far, so good.
I'll say this, Eddie Johnson, I just did the Sean Marion roast for Eddie Johnson's event in Arizona, the Sean Marion roast. Eddie's in round number 2, and he asked me to ask Michael, what would Michael think if Michael ended up facing an Eddie Johnson in round 3 of this tournament?
I'd kick his ass like I did when he played in the game, man. I'd go get it.
Be with Joe, the man, stunt man. Looking forward to it. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna kick your ass.
You just made it personal.
Oh yeah,
You just made it personal.
My playwriting professor in college often praised poets because they are so particular about that choice. That word choice is so very specific to poets because they're looking for the exact right word of what to say.
And then there was a shift in the political leadership in my I live in the Bronx. The Bronx went through a political shift in leadership. I was not very well liked by the new county leader. So guess what happened?
We thought.
Bye.
One of the things that I think was great about the Greek civilizations was that they really reflected upon themselves. They really looked inward. I mean, they created amazing plays and theater that were asking really big philosophical questions.
Definitely in a relationship, compromise is the most important thing, because if you're going to be moderately assertive in a relationship, I feel like that's not really going to work. You can still have your viewpoints, have your morals, but if you're not meeting the person halfway, there's always going to be a resentment from the other person.
People who maybe feel a little behind the power curve in life can build a heroic character and in the framework with rules.
From there, Norman introduces himself and he establishes that he's into taxidermy and he's a very likable, though kind of shy individual.
That's a very good point. But why would higher life forms come and mutilate our cows or go after random farmers throughout the world? It makes zero sense.
Thank you, as always, when you're on screen for that, my friend.
Oh man, it's my pleasure. It's just returning
the love that you give us, man. And whenever I see somebody that cares so much about what they're doing and puts so much energy and time into it, and brings so many people together the way you do.
Avi is a poet, but he doesn't know it, but his feet show it.
You're unbelievable. This thing has drawn me out of myself and thereby drawn me into myself in some way. And I'm very grateful to you, Avi.
Sure. Your platform gives us an opportunity to really let our guard down. And I've never told anybody in public about that experience with my dad. And on your platform, I don't know why I did that, because it's so comfortable and we're talking about things that matter.
Right here, that little donut right there, that's where we were a few years back. But now, guys and gals, we are thriving and striving to give you the very best edutainment. You want controversy? It's not here. But if you do want edutainment, entertainment, and education all rolled into one, this is your place, guys and gals and pals. At the end, as sappy as it sounds, and I'd rather be sappy than cynical, we're all going to be winners here, guys and gals, because we're going to learn. It's all about the human experience.
Wow. Such a nice video. That was a great sum of everything.
It really was. It really was. That's that is definitely 250th episode worthy.
Yes.
I mean, it just captured everything and presented it just super neatly, but at the same time, it had all that sparkle.
Right. Because, like, how do you capture 250 episodes in one nutshell? I think that did such a great job. I loved hearing how all the luminaries are, so grateful of what we have here and of Avi's, topics and making them feel comfortable to talk about things that they normally would never talk about. It's just amazing to see that all the connections that have been made.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
How do you capture what we've done when we've done so many different things and tried so many different ideas and had different genres?
Mm-hmm.
Before, the Green Room's kind of always been about competition.
That is a common theme that I'm seeing now. I mean, I guess maybe, and you guys were there, the lake was almost, some sort of competition. I don't know if it's cellar dwellers versus abysmals versus underwater people, but it's like 6-man tag teams going on.
Yes, there was underlying competition and and vying for the lake's approval.
Yeah.
And who's going to get that? Who's going to get that?
There were go ahead, Howard. Sorry.
Of 250 episodes and a million amazing moments.
A beautiful celebration of 250 episodes and a million amazing moments. Oh yeah, that's so nice.
I think we probably added to that tonight. But
Yes.
how do you count all of those moments?
It's mind-boggling. I mean, it's you watch a video like that, and I'm a person where sometimes something just hits me a little after. And I try and be as present as I can, but you watch a video like that, you're like, Jesus Christ, that's work.
Yeah, I guess the nice thing is that it's all there somewhere. Might be a little difficult to find, but it's all there in the archive.
Not as eclectic as a Weird Al video.
I will tell you that I will say this, Avi, about that whole montage, and that was just mind-bogglingly awesome. But it left me with two questions.
Sure.
Episode 1 was Howard wearing any clothes? And in the other one, why was Miranda grocery shopping as a 12-year-old?
Well, I'll answer this in a way that isn't direct. That's not usually my way. Episode 1 had 0 views, so I'll let you figure that out if Howard was wearing clothes or not. It had 0 views. It actually had -0 views.
Maybe that's why.
And the second question was what, Kelly?
I said, why was Miranda grocery shopping as a 12-year-old?
Guys, at one point the lake will return, and we will air season 1 in its entirety.
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
We will find out.
12 in that video.
Hey,
I do.
I want to say this, Miranda. Speaking of Miranda, Kelly, great timing. Miranda prepared a great game that we'll play next time because obviously time constraints, but a great game that she picked. And I think when we get together again, at some point this summer when we get together again, we'll figure out when, whether it's all of us or some of us, we're going to play this game. We're going to call it Game Night. TKN will present Game Night. And that's a perfect fit for what Miranda came up with when she emailed me a lot of stuff. Howard's got some great ideas. So here's what we're going to do. We're gonna have a TKN Game Night, and that'll be between rounds 2 and 3. Because again, getting round 3 ready is gonna take me about a month. Because once we're in our final lap right now, which we currently are experiencing, round 3 is upon us, and that means making sure that the matchups you see before you are almost instant. We're not gonna wait 3 or 4 months like last year. We're gonna roll them out right away. And in case you don't know, this is it's a bit daunting. We're all in this tournament together as we speak, but doing the simple math, the next time we're all here together, that may not be the case. So again, guys, this is a tournament. Regardless of who's eliminated, they are not only part of this incredible journey that we're all embarking upon, but they're part of TKN because they're family. But when it comes to the tournament, what better place to allow you to represent something that is so wholehearted and pure, and to be able to win a tournament that stands for just that and more. I think that's the real prize. We've all heard green rumors and celebrities alike mention that is the real prize. The humanity of it all. This was not a cash cow. This was not something I want to start doing because I needed money. I don't. When I was young, I did. We all did. But I want to do this when I was in a place where I was financially secure to say, if we take a hit or if this thing does not get picked up, great, we're still putting good out to the world. And that's why what we earn is what we learn. That's really the best part of life, is realizing that all the riches and spoils in the world don't go with us to the afterlife, wherever that place may be. And Papa Klein taught me that, stuck with me. I want to ask you guys a question before we depart. And this is an interesting question. All of us have different experiences when it comes to growing up, parents or whatnot. So I'll frame this question properly. If it wasn't a parent, maybe a parental figure. It could be a grandma, a grandpa, an uncle, a dad, a mom. I'll start with Phil. What advice have you taken with you to this day that you received from a parent or a parental figure? I know it was a while ago.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Basically,
Come back to this garden.
Oh, yo, brother.
I love you.
I actually have something to say, but it's too religious and weird. I'm not going to go there. But go ahead.
Oh, you guys, I love you guys.
About helping somebody who was in trouble, but go ahead.
Yeah, kick a man when he's down.
Yeah.
Both my parents gave me some very basic rules of life. Be honest. Work for what you get,
right?
And treat people with respect. And to this day, I still feel that.
I like it. Miranda, any advice that you still take with you from either a parent or a parental figure?
Wow, there's so much. Well, like what Kelly was saying earlier, why do I want to win or be a part of this? I was also very badly bullied in school for a long time. And I think that's also why I got into the field that I'm in right now, because I'm so like, sorry, I'm stumbling all over the place because I'm trying to get my words in order.
You're doing just fine.
I'm so passionate about people not feeling alone or not having anyone to talk to. And I was always that type of person in school as well. So I think the respecting, like how Phil said, is really big, is just to treat others with the same respect as you would want them to treat you with, So I never wanted anyone to feel alone or to feel like they're, they're not
Sure.
being heard by somebody, because so many people don't have that. And I didn't have that for some time either. So
What an amazing motivating factor. That's incredible.
yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible, Miranda. And look, support from our viewers. Absolutely. I love
Thank you,
that.
Power Store. I had a brain fart.
Oh my gosh, I just found the comment of the night. We're always looking for the comment of the night. This is it. I just found it.
Love your face.
Yeah, there we go. I've never looked better. Look at me.
I know. Wow.
But guys, let us know advice because we're going to wrap up in about 2 minutes. But let us know. We're not going to play the outro, and I'll tell you why. A simple flyer. I like the simple touch of showcasing a flyer that'll remind you that we're back to business next Saturday night. Second round, final lap. 4 people. In case you forgot, in case you don't remember, a couple of weeks ago we showcased it. We're going to end with a flyer. A simple flyer. Not an outro, but a flyer. The outro returns next week, guys, because again, I want you guys to know that the outro is about the remaining participants, but you're going to be seeing outros every Saturday from now on. So we're going to end with a simple flyer, and that flyer will reveal who is next Saturday. And speaking of who's next, guys and gals and pals, Kelly White, you're next, my friend. Is there any sort of advice from a parental figure that still, I'm sure there's a lot, but one that really stands out that you can think of?
Well, to be honest, there's actually 2, and he was full of them. This is my stepdad, who didn't get along with all that well. He had his issues, but the 2 things he said to me all the time that stuck with me. One is a man is only as good as his word, which is what Phil said. If you say it, make sure it happens.
Yeah.
Be honest. And the other was always leave a little bit for the next guy. Don't be a hog. Don't take it all. Leave a little bit for the next person, whoever they may be.
Nice.
I like that a lot. Wow.
Yeah.
This is
that was
really good
nice.
stuff. I appreciate you guys opening up and revealing what means to you and what you still are able to apply in your daily life, thanks to those good old parental figures that we had. Giselle, anything you want to share with us?
Recovery. Said just like that. Recovery. Always have a recovery plan.
You did mention that to me, that your dad said always have a backup plan.
Not necessarily backup, but recover. So if you get lost, figure out a way to find your way back, or if something goes wrong, and we talk about especially computers, save early, save often, when we all had to save on floppy drives and CDs.
That's true.
Save early, save often. So what's your backup plan if that drive fails or that disk fails? Or what's your recovery plan? How do you get the information?
I like
How
that.
do you retrieve that?
I like it a lot.
Seems overarching. It applies to every aspect of life.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Gems, Kelly, gems all around from every one of the green roomers who are sharing. Howard, floor is yours.
Yeah, my mom, she would always say, just trust God.
That's a good one.
Kind of kept it simple, and
Sure.
she said, trust God. And
Beautiful person. I met her many years ago.
yeah, she
In
had
theater.
the,
Yeah.
it is. And the irony is, she always had the Serenity Prayer in the kitchen. Just my whole life, and it didn't hit me until after I became sober. Like, oh my God,
right?
That thing's been staring at me this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, trust God. So it's a great question, Avi.
Yeah, thank you. And I do mean what I said when I told you that, I think, is it too soon to go funny here? I just want to tell you, I really did think she was beautiful when I met her, but it goes deeper than that. But should we talk about that?
Sure.
Your mom thought I was just as beautiful, and then I don't think I can go further. Guys and gals and pals, I am Howard's father. That's
my
not
gosh.
true.
Explains it all.
It all makes sense now. I'm his dad. It makes sense. Guys,
That uncanny resemblance.
What about you, Avi?
One thing that sticks with me is he said, we always talked history, and he said history can be made or broken by other people's lack of humanity.
Not wrong. Not wrong at all.
And we're witnessing history right now. And guys, again, This show is history, but guess what? The great thing about it being history is it's going to be here on the channel. We're going to, if this goes dark, I have to mention this. It's going to go dark tonight, but 9 p.m. tomorrow on this channel. If you want to revisit this, show it to any of your friends and family. It'll be available 9 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, Sunday, July the 13th, which is a very important day. I won't delve into it too deeply, but it's my parents' anniversary, my first for my mom, dealing with a planet that doesn't have my dad in it right now, but it's their 49th, and it's still going to be something that she celebrates as well. I'm going to celebrate that with her after the weekend. My brother's going to be taking her out tomorrow. It's going to be nice. And really, thanks for making 250 a blast. We got another 250 coming up. I can't wait to see what this journey holds for us. I do say this though, guys. It is okay to share your love with people, whether or not you know how they're going to take that or not. It's yours. It's your love. It belongs to you. Share it with someone, because the last thing you want to do is let past experiences sully your present. You don't want that to happen. We all have to clean our sides of the street, yes. But if you give people a little bit of love, I guarantee you it's going to mean a whole lot, because there's nothing bigger than the little things in life. Nothing. I love Phil and Howard and Kelly White and Giselle and Miranda so very much. And I had such an amazing time tonight that I forgot we weren't in each other's physical company. This is amazing.
I know.
What started out as a 60-minute, I don't want to say plan, but I didn't think this would go as long as it did. But God Almighty, did we have a ton of heart and creativity in this one broadcast. It was amazing. And I thank our special guests who are part of this cast, the Meaghans, the JWs, the Joe Risitanos, the Peaceful Petes. We saw them. Shout out to Pinocchio Joe as well. And again, in case some of you would have messaged me asking, are the celebs going to be on tonight? They're a big part of what we do. And a lot of them become dear friends of mine, and obviously soon to be, some of them, dear friends of this amazing cast. But tonight's episode was to remind you how this started, where it went, and how much we love this place on a daily basis. And we always want to serve you as best as we can. We promise you that that's always something that leaves our lips. We want to serve you guys with quality content, because we don't have to subscribe to controversy when we are captivated by conversation. So for Mr. Phil Justin, for Mr. Howard Collado, for Mr. Kelly J. White, for Giselle, for Miranda, I am Avi Klein. And as we depart, guys, the final lap, round number 2. Here's who we have in store for you next Saturday night live.
Okay.
How about that, Kelly?
I like it. I like it. Want to see who this NHL fella is.
Me too. Soon, my friend, the mystery shall be history. And guys, thanks again for stopping by, carving out some time.
Appreciate you.